Good morning. So today we're in open G, but we're capoed up to A, so that we're in open A. So it has a little tighter feel. So it has a little tighter feel than open G. So the reason I do that, the only time I ever tune all the way up to open A is if I'm going to be playing along with, let's say, Robert Johnson, his open G, stuff that people teach in open G. I think he was tuned to open A, and then he capoed up, right? So if I was tuned to open A and I wanted to play along with, because this alternate takes crossroads, one's a step higher than the other, if I remember correctly. But I would capo around when he's playing an open. The intervals are the same as open G, but when he's playing like crossroads and those types of songs, I would tune the guitar up to open A and then capo around. Songs like, in standard tuning, his stuff, I would capo to his stuff that people teach in A. I would tune to standard tuning and then capo here, and then be playing it in B, right? Because that's how he played it. But today we're in open G, we're tuned to open G, and we're in open. I brought my capo in open A, and the reason I do that, I want to keep my guitar tuned as low as I can, because I can, when I'm playing along with other recordings of other old guys, I find that some of them had a tighter feel, and it's because they were capoed up. So it's easier for me to tune, and even if I capo, let's say that somebody's playing and, they're up here, my capo's here, I'll fine tune to the recording, you know what I mean? And then I can play along with them, or, rip their licks off. So it has a bit of a tighter feel. Not so loose as open G, and the strings are, closer to the fretboard. So it's a bit of a technique to, bend your hand like that and get up there to the 12th fret. But you can do it if you practice it. So your 12th fret isn't here anymore, it's up here. So I'm no editing, no anything, I'm just mistakes and all. I'm just going to show a couple things that I think are important that I've learned. So we're just hanging out in my living room with my little buddy Finnegan's over here laying beside me, off camera. So the area I want to concentrate on is right here. These two strings, the 3rd string and the 4th string. Hammer on some pull-offs. these two fingers. Sometimes I'll do a lot of brushing. And I've got this finger to grab this to go into my A. Never forget about your bottom end. Remember, you have this big bottom end in open A and open G. So anything you know in open G, of course, applies to open A because the intervals are all the same. No matter where I capoed, everything would be, all the licks that I know in open G would work, okay? In open A, even if I had the guitar not capoed but tuned to open A. Sometimes I will rake. Now, raking, I never got that from, you won't hear any of the old guys raking. I got that from the bluegrass players, the guys that play on their lap, and guys like B.B. King, electric guitar players. In raking, I've showed this before, but it bears repeating. I'm just hitting, you see how my fingers are covering these three strings? I'm going to do it with one finger. So I'm dragging this finger, but normally I'll have these three fingers down. And I'll be hitting that A note. Practice pulling off. So practice between these two strings and then going to your root. This is my root here. This is A. That's my root, A. 4 chord 7. Practice pinching, right? That I ripped off from Sun House. Which comes from this lick here. Sometimes you'll be using these two fingers to pinch, and if you're playing with a flat pick, of course you'll be using these two fingers for if you're a hybrid picker or learning hybrid picking, because not everybody can use finger picks or wants to. And basically following the pentatonic scale. And then I'm mixing it with major stuff. Just practice those hammer-ons and pull-offs. And just mix it up. 7, because I'm adding this. 12th fret, which is now up at the 14th. Your 1 chord is now on the 14th fret. So the thing that I find is that you want to learn to play as tight and controlled as you can. Like, I'll be working on this my whole life. Okay? You want to learn to play as tight and controlled as you can, so that when you want to be sloppy, there, and I use this finger here to brush a lot. So what I'm doing here is I'm going into my A chord, A7, strumming, it's hard to slow down. Hitting my 6th, bending it, my 5th, in between. Then going back to a more controlled, tighter. And I'm just brushing with one finger. On those 2 strings. Your 3rd and 4th at the 3rd fret. With our fret, this is our nut now. Okay, so our 3rd fret is here. You want to be able to go from controlled, you want to work as hard as you can on your control. Because then you can play sloppy, and that's a choice, right? If you want to play things wide open and strummy and let everything ring out and be sloppy, you have that choice. If you want to play more controlled, so that damping and that control, it comes with time. Like everybody does it differently. I use both hands to damp. Sometimes I will take my thumb pick and go. I'll rake back. But this lick here, another thing too that I'll do sometimes. So I'm hitting my A string bass, and then I'm just going. There's so many cool licks in this area. These licks here. And for the sake of these videos, a lot of times I will play more like this, so you can see what I'm doing. But that's not going to help you if you're standing up playing. You want your hand as close to the fretboard. So practice going to your 12th fret. Going to your, on this, it will be the 14th fret, sorry. it's also about isolating your strings, right? And try not to do. You hear what I just did there? That's very annoying. Try not to be like that, like me. So this would be part of the pentatonic. So this here. Now this here, normally, if you were playing in a pentatonic scale here, but this has been moved to here. Okay? Pentatonic licks, but it doesn't matter because with microbends you can still. That's something else I wanted to talk about too, is microbends. So I'm not actually bending, getting to any destination when I do this bend, but it works. Because this is an A7. See where my fingers are? Starting at the 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. Plus I have it here. I could just use this. So you can also start a phrase and then end it with a slide, or start it with a slide. And then end it with just a regular your finger. This note, my 6th note, my 1st note, and strumming. Strumming is very important also. We're not done yet. Intermission, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I wanted to show a little exercise. I ripped this off from Robert Johnson a long time ago. Traveling Riverside Blues. is the song I ripped it off from. Now, this is not, what I'm about to show you is not what he plays. It's along the lines of what he plays, but he does it at breakneck speed, and even though I can play it super fast now, I'm gonna keep it slow. But this lick is along the lines of what he plays, but his is more sophisticated. Slow. So how it goes is like this. You're on these three strings. You're fifth, third, or fourth, and third. Okay? And I'm grabbing these two strings with these fingers. And I have my thumb on my bass. That's the motion you have to get at the timing. So it's mechanical in the beginning when you don't have the timing, like when you're just learning it, so it's tough. That's the motion it's like a stumble. Takes a lot of practice. So don't even go to this one to start. Just do it here. So you're starting on this note with this finger. Your third at the third fret. And then really accenting that. Then you're going to this one, doing the same thing again. And in between, I'm using this bass, right? You can hear it. And you can vary it. That's pretty much the best that I can break that down. If I go any slower, like I said, it's mechanical. So we're going to do it again, but we're not going to use the slide. Okay? So run this here note with your third finger. So you're going on this. And I'm putting this in between this. So if you have to just keep rewinding and just listen, not look, don't watch what I'm doing, just keep listening to that till you get it in your head. Right? It fits into a whole bunch of different, you can make up all kinds of songs from that alone. Or which is more of a straight eight. I'm starting this on this note. Goes back to where we originally started, which is just these two notes. Okay? to play around with that kind of stuff. But I find these three strings, these two strings, and practice your hammer-ons and pull-ups. Pinches. Your strumming. Practicing that stuff. Now somebody said to me, I was talking to somebody recently, and they said they were talking about learning from recordings as opposed to learning from videos, and which was better. Well, they're both good, because I think the record player is, what, 120 years old or something? Before record players and YouTube and everything else, how did people learn to play? They learned directly from somebody else, right? So learning from videos is fine. So anyway, just practice those little licks, and they're mechanical in the beginning, and listen to them, get them in your head. Sometimes don't look at the screen, just listen to it, rewind it, listen to it, rewind it, listen to it, rewind it. That's how all the great guitar players, you know, in the 60s and 70s, you know, all the great rock, blues rock guys, they just chipped away at records. They kept dropping that needle, and now we have YouTube. All the great guys are on YouTube, all the old guys, right? They're on YouTube. All their songs are on YouTube. So just keep tuned to them, capo on some of them. You're going to have to capo and then fine tune, and just chip away and chip away and chip away. And videos where somebody's showing it, you know, learn from that too. Anyway, thanks for watching.